us on this fresh morning program, the program called and tagged Issues. Issues is where we discuss the activities happening in and around Nigeria, trending issues. We discuss it on this platform. We prefer solutions, we prefer advices, and we give a way forward to these issues, and we allow you to also contribute your views and state what you desire and the way you think these issues can be resolved. That is what we do on this platform. I have with me in the studio our in-house guest who has always been there and consistent. I have with me Kelechi Imo. Kelechi Imo, you're welcome this morning. Thank you again. This is a wonderful brand new day in the month of September 2020. Today, as you see, is the 15th day of September 2020. And this morning we woke up in Umuahia with a gridlock everywhere blocked from Abia Road to Ikodekbene Road to Isi Gate. The Keke Operators, commercial tricycle operators, blocked everywhere. They said, we no go gree, oh, we no go gree, we no go gree, oh, we no go gree. They are campaigning, they are resisting government, they are stating their views, they are stating their challenges to the people. So this morning we'll be discussing these issues. We'll be looking at how can we resolve these matters, how can we move forward. What is your contribution? For those who are not aware, we will put you in view to know exactly what's happening around the state at the moment. You can see the video is up now. You will see everywhere gridlocked every part of Isi Gate, from Isi Gate to Abia Road, every area of Walaka in Umuahia. Everywhere is blocked. We'll give an opportunity to watch the video before we start discussing the way forward.
My name is Isaac. So we are here to protest because of the online ticket, because I experienced what happened yesterday, which is really bad. We don't know how much we have in a day, and each keke we are riding here is 1.314. So we are really suffering in this town. When police come out, they come out because of keke. Timbers come out, they come out because of keke. Even the army on the checkpoint, or the whole Agboro, they come out. They now look as if we are, as in we commit crime in this state. They don't value us. They see us like touts, as if we don't have future for ourselves. So it's really bad. That's not the only problem. Let them bring the ticket the way we do buy. We don't like this online ticket because it's really killing our time. It's not all of us that has phone. And like they say that they must send the message in your phone before it will be approved. Had it been along the line your phone got off or you don't have phone, it's not all of us that have browsing phone. You see, so we don't really need this online ticket. So they should look for another alternative to settle it. When did they start this online? It was yesterday, and they did without our information. You know, normally in Abia State, whatever they want to do, they will just do it on their own without informing us, and they will not notice us. Once they do it, they will start holding people. They don't caution people in this town. Everybody is on his own. So that was the reason why we are here protesting, that we don't like this online ticket. They just focus on collecting money, extorting money from us. They don't care about us. We have different unions. We have to and Asatu and many of them, but they never represent us for once. We are on our own. What they know is that whenever they need anything from us, they will call us. I mean, they will just bring it out and involve task force, and they will start in action. They will not even have mercy for anyone.
What is happening in Nemeba now is that I came this place this morning. I'm a member of Totua. Comment, they say online ticket. I wrote my number and the fleet number together. And looking at this place, they can crowd do too much. What this will not happen. You understand? We are not against the ticket. We are comfortable before we are paying 150. You go your work. This is what you are doing here. Remember, we are wasting our time. In addition, please, we don't like it. We want normally how we used to buy tickets before. Okay,
now what do you want the state government to do now?
What we want the state government to do now is that I answer online. Thank you. Uchenna Amara. Abia m ebe a n'ụtọ abịa hụ ndị otu m ka a blọkụ sịrị everywhere ma agba break. Nsị ha ogene wo nsogbu enwere na Umuahia bi na Abia State ogene wo nsogbu ahụ. Ha na-agwa m na nsogbu wo na eji online na-elezi deri ticket. Na-agwa m na some of them nọcha na agba high purchase 1.3 million. Ndị 1.4 ndị 1.5. O dependere otu gị na onye si kpata. So nsị ha nke online na ọ dịchakwaghị mma mmadụ ịbịa spend the whole time onye nọ na high purchase because of condition of this land. Onye ahụ abịa na 1.4 million na ebe ọ na-agba high purchase. Abịakwa were abịagba nke 15 naira. O jee ebe ọzọ jee kwụọ na line. Spend the whole day. Na ọ dịghị mma. Ọ bụrụ na a ga-enwe ike kpatara anyị gọọmenti ka anyị na gọọmenti kwuo ka anyị kwukwe n'ihe wee iwe anyị gbakwa ma mmegide a na-emegide anyị ma n'isi geeti ahụ ma n'isi geeti anyị na ndị polisi a na-ezu ike ata enyi kọna na Abia Steeti ihe ndị polisi keterewu keke ma agboro iruo n'isi geeti na hụ na ndị agboro checha ụtarị n'aka a na-apịa ndị keke ụtarị ha che n'aka onye a ga-apịagbu because ndị agboro ahụ erikruturu ha sọnwe ya wee kpọbata na this town. Some of them were knowing face na amaghị ndị ahụ killers. Aha m wụ Anthony Akachukwu Ekwuribe. By the grace of God, mụ na-agba keke n'Umuahia. Ihe a na-eme ndị keke n'Umuahia, I like them ya. Multiple tickets. Ticket anyị na-agba do too much. Anyị na-agba 150 different. Anyị na-agba 100. Anyị na-agba 50 n'ori ụgba. Then ihe bụrụ na ego ụbakala ị ga-agbakwa nke ụbakala gị ga Ụmụdike junction gị gbara gị gakwa Ụmụdike school gị gbakwara another one 200. All do too much. Abịakwa na abịa si anyị online ticket anyị sị na ya achọghị ya. Yesterday ndị ka ejidere ihe eji beluso nwe ha bụ 5,000. Ọ dịghị anyị mma n'obi. Ndị keke na-eme ha fụta ha bụrụ passenger ga-enwe face mask. Ha banye na keke ha bupụ face mask ahụ. Abịa ha ejide onye keke hapụ passenger anyị na-agbata ego ole onweghị ihe anyị na-agbata gị bịa na gate ebute agboro niile nọ n'ụwa bịa busere anyị na gate ị ga-apakịkwa fine ha ejidekwa gị bọọsụ ga-apakị gị pakị a na-azụ bọọsụ ha hapụ bọọsụ jide gị ndị dị masị na patrolu ha ejidekwa ihe a na-eme ndị keke adịghị mma. Ọ ya mere anyị pụta n'ụtụtụ asị ka anyị marụ onye isi anyị wụ gọvanọ ka ọ pụta bịa nụkwara n'olu anyị niile anyị na-agba ya mgbe okpuru ihe ọ hụrụ ọ gwara anyị na-eme ya anyị laikiri ya na-asịkwa ya biko ka ọ na-eletakwa n'anya but ihe a na-eme anyị ya leba anya ọ bụrụ na ọ ga-eme anyị tiketi ibi na ọ bụ one save anyị stress ka anyị ghara ị na-eme anyị ga-ebe anyị agbara ha mee ihe niile mekọta ya ọnụ anyị gbara ya ofu anyị amara na anyị agbarala ya ka anyị hapụkwa na ị na-enye onwe anyị nsogbu den agbụrụ gate ha gbanye ebe anyị ga na-apakị ebe ahụ mana ka onye owere bịa ebe owere nọ ejide gị kele mmụọ na ọ bụ gọọmenti jiri ha ọrụ onwe n'ime ha nwere ID card and ịga polisi ga-achọ ka ọ nata gị ego hafụ agbụrụ gawa ọ bụ ihe a na-eme steeti anyị amaghị onye anyị ga-agbakwuru anyị na-asị biko our dear governor our able governor ikpeazụ biko bịa lere anyị anya na anyị na gị bụ nwanne biko thank you. We don't have any head. Anyị enweghị even single head. Ihe anyị nwere bụ extensioners ndị na-eji anyị akpara ego anaghị eme ihe anyị chọrọ so ugbu a anyị enweghị any head. Thank you. Anyị ekweghị na nke online ahụ anyị ekweghị deli tiketi anyị dị mbụ na-agbụ ya agba n'ọkọta ha asị anyị ga-agba ozie 50 anyị kwetekwa ha n'ọkọta ha bidozie nke na ihe ọ bụ na ịgbazighị na online otu a m na-enweghị fonu na kedu ihe m na-aga ime online ahụ na a na-aga isendiri onye bikos ime na online e nwere onye a ga-esendiri gị alat to show that ịkwụ n'ụgwọ betu ugbu a na enwe m fonu kedụzi otu m si nke m nwere ebe a bụ touch only eji m ya hụ ụzọ only kedụzi otu m si I receive that alert the message so anyị achọghị ya ọwụ mbiri and biko ndị polisi hapụta ya aka na main road ma agbụrụ ma polisi fọsụ niile nọ n'Abịa wụ keke ka ha bụ kọsọ ọwụ na onye isi anyị a na-akpọ Okezi Ikpeazụ ga-enwe ike imere anyị ebere biko mee ka oke ndajoje n'Abia steeti ihe gbasatara keke ọwụ sọsọ ndị keke na-agba transport n'Umuahia enwere ọda prasetọs ndị na-agbacha transport n'Umuahia ya si hapụta ya aka ma taa ma enyere anyị ma nye niile anyị ekwerecha na enyere ndị bọọsụ 9 o'clock bịa nye anyị 8 o'clock federal gọọmenti so 12 o'clock ka a ga-ebido kọfị Abịa na-ebidoro ndị keke 8 o'clock anyị kwekwere ekwe na ama na-ejikwa onwe anyị na-aga ka nsogbu hapụ ịdị maka anyị ahụ na emere ebe a na ihe a ga-asị ndị keke aka ọsọ na ala ya ọtọ aka ọsọ na problem enwezi onye ga-ekwu otu ihe si eme bikọs ọ nọ na gọọmenti ndị isi anyị niile ma ndị timasị a niile na-edisọpụgharị anyị n'Abia steeti ọwụ sọsọ keke nwe indọstrị enwe n'Abia steeti enwere ndị indọstrị enwe n'Abia steeti biko ana m ayọ steeti gọọmenti ọ bụrụ na ha ga-enwe ike iwepụtara anyị ndị a na-eme ndị a na-edisọpụgharị anyị na-ata ahụhụ n'obodo ọrụ eziokwu ahụhụ anyị na-ata na-ayọ Chineke ka ahụhụ anyị bie ka a hapụ ị na-etizi anyị n'oke ntaramahụhụ a na-ekwu na ihe siri ike n'obodo a abịa na-etikwa anyị n'oke ntaramahụhụ ọ dịghị mma.
My name is Chukwemeka. What is going on in Abia State is very, very bad because it's not in Abia State that they have tricycle. In Imo State, in Anambra State, they have tricycle. And nobody disturbed them. The government are doing well. Also, we thank the governor for Ikpeazu. He's trying very well. But what is coming out in Abia State, as our governor, we are your children. You have to have mercy for us. Give us chance. Now we came yesterday, even today, what is going on? We had that online ticket, and this online ticket something is very, very bad. And because this keke you are seeing, this tricycle, all of them is high purchase. And the reason why the online ticket is bad, many of us don't have any phone. We don't have Android phone. You can lose your line, and many of us we are illiterate. And as it's going on, this is to create another job for those force men to killing us. And because our governor in office, he cannot know what is going on the road. Now all these things is going on. We are asking governor to have mercy for us. Understand? Because if you look at overheat, for us to go online is to kill us. If government can provide all the tricycle in Umuahia Android phone, we will go with him.
How much before did they collect on the ticket?
They collect, we have the one daily. They get the one we are running 150, 50 naira, 200, all over the Ibeku. All the local governments have their own ticket. They have their. I spend close to 400 naira in each day. Even depend where I go. Depend where I go. Yes.
The online ticket, how much do you say you should pay?
The online ticket now, they want to start it with.
Yes, we have played you the video of what transpired or is transpiring, what happened and what is happening at the moment in the capital city of Abia State, Umuahia. I told you earlier on that Aba Road has been shut down, Owalaka, Baisi Gate have been shut down, Keke Operators are protesting. They are protesting different issues, and that's what I'll be discussing this morning with my guest in the house. And you are free to send in your messages. You can send in your WhatsApp messages. You can drop your comments on the trend here. You can drop your comment. We want it to be a partnership between us in the studio and you. We want your voice to be heard. We want the government to know what you think and what you feel. We want the government to also see what you are providing as solution to these challenges. This morning, Keke Operators shut down Umuahia, stating their problems. This morning we'll be discussing that, me and my guest in the studio, and we want you to participate. Remember that the one-stop shop for every news content in and around Nigeria is www.afnews.ng. Remember also that you can follow us on all our social media handles, on Twitter and on Instagram. You can follow us via AF News NG. On YouTube, you can find us on AF Television. On Facebook, of course, you know our pages on Facebook, very popular. We have Abia Fact Newspaper on Facebook, and you can find our page there, Abia Fact Newspaper on Facebook. Follow that page that has above 120,000 followers. We also have AF News, which has about close to 9,000 likes. Make sure you follow this page so you can be kept updated on what's happening. Remember also, our site is www.afnews.ng. My name remains Emeniki Rebo, the anchor of this show, and I still have in the studio Kelechi Imo with me to discuss this issue. Kelechi Imo, we've watched the video of these protesters. Generally, what do you think about the issues that they are passing through at the moment?
Good morning, viewers. It's unfortunate and also very painful. I condemn it. It's not good. It's not good. If you listen to the voice of those Keke Operators, you see the emotions. You see the anger. Okay, they are pouring out their hearts to government. Government doesn't just wake up one morning and make decisions without consulting them. These are Keke people, and indirectly they also told us about multiple taxation, where they are being paid 150, 200 at some point. Some people pay at Umudike Junction, some people pay at the school Mudike. So this is not right. It's not right. Everybody is managing, and this is not the best time for all these kind of taxations. And now they are saying they are trying to make it go electronic. I believe that was the whole idea. But before you make such decision, you need to consider whether the environment is conducive enough to operate such a system. Yes, it's a smart way of working, but if you look at their challenges, if you look at their plight, many of them do not have this gadget for them to have this smart transfers. So I think that in fact this morning all of us felt that something was really going on. Everywhere is blocked, including Bank Road here. So I experienced a lot of traffic while coming here. So it's actually shaking the town at the moment. I just hope and believe that the governor, who I believe is the father, will hearken to the yearnings of these Keke operators and please put himself in their shoes, because this is not the best time for any kind of extortion.
This is not the best time of any form of extortion. That is what our guest in the studio, Kelechi Imo, is saying. He's saying that this is not the best time for any form of extortion. Just like I said earlier on, this morning, the Umuahia, capital of Abia State, that everywhere is locked down from Ishigate, the popular Ishigate, which is like the melting point of every activities in Abia State. At the moment, the place is shut down. Keke operators are blocked all the road protesting, and at Abba Road, by Abba Road Junction, that same place is shut down. There is large protests happening there. That is the current state of activities in and around Umuahia, the council of Abia State. So today, let's discuss specifics and look at their issues one after the other, and look at what the challenges is and how to resolve those matters. One of the issues they raised today is multiple taxation. Yeah. They say that when you are in Umuahia here, capital, you buy tickets. When you get to Umuahia, you buy ticket. When you enter into school, you buy ticket. So how do we solve that problem?
You see, this is for me, it's extortion. We can't be crying that electricity tariff is increasing, DSTV is increasing, and even in our own state we also experience such a thing. For me, it's not fair. It's not nice. It's not. Can we have a system whereby you pay a certain amount and you know you are done for the year or for the month? Okay, if you are doing this daily taxation, can we say within Umuahia, within this metropolis, can we have this sum? You can't expect somebody, how much do they even get in a day? Okay, for me, it's not right. The government is supposed to be accountable to the people. The government is supposed to be looking at the feelings of the people. The people are not finding it easy at this point in time to actually work and to actually eat. And when you keep paying all this money, it's annoying.
Now we need to put in perspective that recently the government, due to the COVID-19, brought out some regulations. They mandated that kekes that usually carry 3 people behind must carry only 2, and they must only carry 2 passengers. Before, they usually carry 3 behind, and sometimes they one at the front. Yes. But now they are mandated to only carry 2, yes. And still yet the tax the ticket fee has not reduced, and they still have multiple taxations. Considering that their own income has reduced, is that not being unfair to them?
It's been, you just said it, it's being unfair to them. You are not balancing the equation. You are not. Because you can't tell me that they reduced carrying passenger, even though that the fare increased by 15 naira to augment. And the tax you are billing them still did not reduce. Okay, you did not also stop this area. Umudike and Umuahia, what's the difference? You pay tax at Umuahia, when you get to Umudike, you go also pay tax. It doesn't make sense.
But then we need to also put in cognizance that also government needs money to run. Government needs money to run, and government gets money to run the government to build infrastructures through these tickets and taxations which they put on board. How do you think that the government can balance the desire to make income and desire to make also the feelings of Abians taken into cognizance?
Be responsible. The government should talk with the Keke operators, their union.
Of course, you know that they are complaining that the union leaders are not actually carrying them along.
But if they are not carrying them, remove them and replace them. Fire, sack.
It's very easy to say it here, because it's not easy to implement it.
What is not easy? No. What is not easy to implement? The Keke people are always protesting. And we need to put an end to all these protests by doing what they want. The other, was it early this year? They protested, and it was the speaker, Honorable Chinedu Moji, who addressed them. Now again, they are protesting. This one is even more serious than what it used to be. Can we put an end to all these protests? Put an end to it. Call them, call the union. Let the people decide who will lead them in their union. When the people now decide, talk with the union. Whatever taxation, whatever agreement you are reaching, everybody will agree to it and nobody will complain. From what we are hearing this morning, nobody consulted them. There was no consultation. And even if they were consulted, they have lost total confidence in their leaders. And that is not fair enough for them.
So let us get a solution from you as regards the government need of income to run government and to build infrastructures, and the desire also to make sure that the people are carried along so that it will not be overbearing on them. What do you want the government to do as this regards?
Call the Keke Operators. If they don't have a union, help them form one.
They have unions.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't have good leaders, help them get one. A situation whereby they are involved in choosing their own leader. Then call them to a round table and discuss. In that way, this problem will solve.
Okay, our guest in the studio is saying that the way forward is to make sure that Keke Operators are carried along in decision making so that they can be part of the decision. By being part of the decision, they can follow through the decision and they agree their positions. And they are asking, our guest in the studio is saying that if the leaders of the Keke Operators, that the Keke Operators have lost confidence in them, that the action should be taken to make sure that the people that are representing the Keke Operators have indeed the Keke Operators in their heart paramountly before any other issue. We want to thank you for being with us, and remember that you can get to us and you can drop your message, you can drop your SMS, and you can drop your content, your message on the trend of this discussion. This morning we are looking at the Keke challenges in Umuahia, Abia State. This morning they blocked everywhere, so we are discussing it. Another issue they raised also was that in Umuahia, they do not have parking places that Kekes them park. That every time whenever they park, their police catch them, Agro catch them. So they don't have a place for parking, and it's affecting their business. That's why they park indiscriminately everywhere. What do you think is the way forward here?
You know, there was a time in this program I talked about having a kind of bus stop. All right, just like what we have in Abia State here. All the Keke operators, bus drivers, and whatever you call them, commuters, they always have an area where they park their own Keke, park their vehicles and their means of transport. They have this parking lot. At gate, I see the drama happening there. If they don't fall, if the Keke people don't fall in the trap of policemen, they fall in the trap of, you call them Agro, but they have a license. Because there was actually one I saw. He showed me his ID card. I was laughing. Okay? Now, you have this set of people, the Keke operators will be complaining. Achuheba. Can we have help them solve this problem? So, I will urge the government to please give them a space at that gate. Gate is an important area. The government have been trying to decongest gates. Let them, I always say this thing. If government want to decongest that gate, they will really decongest it. They will really decongest that gate. Move all activities out of that gate. Yes, your next question will not be, your next question will not look like easy to decongest. It is very easy. Move, if you don't want these Keke people around that gate, move them to Zwakoli Road.
Okay. We are still discussing in the studio. We will play back the video again of the activities that is happening in Umuahia at the moment. The studio is working on it. We need that video back so that people can see exactly what's happening.
My name is Isaac. So we are here to protest because of the online ticket, because I experienced what happened yesterday, which is really bad. We don't know how much we have in a day, and each Keke we are riding here is 1.314. So we are really suffering in this town. When police come out, they come out because of Keke. Timbers come out, they come out because of Keke. If even the army on the checkpoint, all the whole agboro, they come up. They now look as if we are, as in we commit crime in this state. They don't value us.
Okay, we are still discussing what happened or what is still happening in Umuahia, the capital city of Abia State, where Keke Operators shut down the state this morning, protesting one or two things that we are discussing this morning. We have discussed this morning over taxation, excess taxation, which they complained about. They complained that every part of this state, the state capital, they are being taxed. If a Keke man buys ticket in Umuahia, if he gets to Ikuano, gets to Umudike, he will be taxed again. You buy another ticket. If he enters Umuahia, Michael University, he will be taxed again. If a Keke man buys ticket in Umuahia, if he gets to Obakala, he will buy another ticket. They are complaining of over taxation on them. So our guest in the studio has asked the government to create a more better platform where they and the Keke Operators can actually discuss, dialogue, and come to agreement on what this taxes fee is going to be. Another issue that they complained about is space and parking space. They have said that they do not have parking spaces. That's why they park indiscriminately. And of course, anybody that drives in Umuahia will complain that Keke Operators are one of the challenges we have on the road because they block almost everywhere. They park indiscriminately. They say the reason is because there are no parking space, that the government should make provision of parking space. That is what they talked about. Let's look at some comments on this issue. We have Enyo Ambakalu. He said, I'm just sick and tired of this political telemundo in Abia State. It is high time government stands up to their responsibility. We have a text message also on this issue this morning. This person said, why is Jude all the way from Lagos? He said, why ban Keke when you haven't provided any job for the youth? You are trying to cause mayhem and mobile. Oh, sorry, Jude. We are not talking about banning of Keke this morning. Nobody has banned Keke this morning today in Abia. Nobody has banned Keke in Abia. Every Keke man is still operating in Abia very well. There's no ban yet. Let's see other comments. We have all well Messi. She said it's the duty of government to create employment to the youth, but they are extorting money from them. The last word she used, what we cannot read online. We have Abba Jude, why ban Keke? We have already said that. We say the government has not banned Keke. The government in Abia State has not banned Keke. Let's look at one other issue they complained about. They complained about online booking of tickets. What is it? They said they are not limited enough. They don't have that capacity. Most of them don't have Android phone. Then how are they going to do that? What's your opinion?
For me, the government should empower those ladies that I always see on the road with, is it with POS? They always with their
no, they are with their ticket and selling, collecting money. That's what they do normally.
I think the government should empower those ones. Okay, give them laptops. Okay. Let them have a system whereby a Keke Napep registered in Umuahia, okay, can buy tickets from those people, and it will be on that ticket that this person has paid for the day, since they do daily payment. So I think the government should concentrate more on those ladies who are selling these tickets than the Keke Operators.
You know, the government have cried up. They've said that. Based on what we have researched, we've discovered now is that the government initiated this online payment to see how to reduce the filtering of government money into private pockets. Okay. To see if there's a way that it can be accountable. Government can actually know how much they have, how much is coming in, what exactly they're expecting. And with that particular platform, they can have a database of Keke Operators and have. So, how would you advise government for government to be able to meet their need and also make sure that the interests of Keke Operators are protected?
That's true. It's still the last thing I said. Empower those ladies who are selling these tickets. They know the accurate number of Keke Operators in Umuahia. Gather all of them, give them orientation. Okay, they can have a census of the number of Keke operating in Umuahia. They can also go to Uzakole and know the number of Keke operating in that area. Okay, you can give it a name, regional or something, whatever you think you can call it. All right. Let those ladies be the ones who have a correct number. Because if you don't buy your ticket from those ladies, any other place you buy your ticket is fake. Are you getting my point? The Keke.
But at the moment, I don't think those ladies have a number. They can only have a number when a process of computerization of those Keke operators are done. And this seems to be the process of this. So what we are looking at is this. How can we see how to balance it enough that the government can also make sure that they get income and is accounted for, and then that these Keke operators are not overwhelmed and overstressed in that process?
You see, this is a matter of Keke and government dialogue. Remember, there was a time when all these mobile networks wanted to do what was that thing we did sometime? That we started seeing a lot of crowd in almost empty and Airtel offices.
Okay, that registration,
registration,
yes,
verification, something.
Yes.
It's something like that. They wanted to know the number of mobile harmful, mobile lines.
Also for security purposes, they want to have everybody's data so that you can actually be discovered if there's an issue.
Exactly. We can have that kind of a system, at least for the meantime. Okay, where this Keke, maybe if you're operating in Umuahia, all right, you say, okay, meet at so location between this time and this time.
The problem is that people are saying that they expect them that every day, if they want to buy tickets, they will go online to buy tickets every day. That's what the government expects them to do.
That one is not possible. Considering where we are in a third world country, okay, we don't know how these technologies. These Keke operators, many of them use Nokia Touch. Okay, that one is not feasible at all. It's not possible.
Okay, we are still on this issue, the challenge of Keke operators in Abia State, in Umuahia specifically, where they had disagreements with the state government this morning. They blocked everywhere. We're discussing way forward, and me and my guest in the studio were discussing way forward how to get this matter resolved, and we have provided solutions to these challenges. In my own opinion, I think the idea of government trying to computerize the process of collecting the taxes or the ticket fees are okay. They are very okay. It's just that the government would have to look at how to balance the effectiveness of it between their transaction and that of the Keke operators.
If they even want to do that, it won't be on daily basis.
That's what I'm talking about. What I think is that because all these Keke operators are signed under a particular union, either they are signed to Atewa, or they are signed to Satua, or they are signed to another. There are three of them in Abia. They are signed to each of them. That three unions should be able to actually identify the number of people they have in the organization and computerize it.
Yes.
They should be able to computerize that number and hand that data over to government. Are you with me?
Yes.
Whereby now the government area should be how to automate the activities of these ladies collecting these ticket fees on the road, so that once you come, their machines can be able effectively detect your number, your maybe your Keke number or your association number or a unified number. So once you come, you pay, they compute your number, they give you a ticket, you move. They don't need to come and register and do that. That will give more stress. So I think that is a better way to go. And the government should also look at how to create identify parking space or what they call it, bus stops, so that if a Keke man or a Keke woman fails to stop at that bus stop and so that place, he has violated the law. He cannot be arrested and dealt with. But when you don't have that, you are just wasting your time. Another important thing is that the government should look at how to reduce multiple taxation. Keke people moving from here to here to here is too much for them. And we should understand that also that Keke people are like one of the lowest ebb of this income making.
Yes.
So overtaxing on them is also a problem. If possible, the government can even look at how to tax them yearly. If government say your tax is 10,000 yearly, you go and plan for it and pay, and that's one-off payment. The government can also get bulk pay at once to do a particular project. I think that's the way to go this morning. We are with you, me, I'm the studio Miniki Rebu. I have with me an in-house guest, Kelechi Mo, who is becoming a member of the team in-house. We want to thank you so much for coming this morning. Finally, what's your advice to government?
Please, government, hearken to the yearnings of your people, the Keke and Pep operators, and try to find solutions to their wahala.
We thank you, we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. We have preferred solutions on this program, and we're expecting that government and people that matter in the system should look at it and start to take action to stop the friction between government and the people. The government is there to make the people happy, and the government must focus on making sure the people are happy. We want to thank you this morning for joining us in this studio. We want to thank you for this program this morning. We're saying may God bless you today. Have a wonderful day, and be expected of our program by tomorrow. God bless you.